Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. Welcome to Talking Chelsea Blues, the #1 Chelsea show where you get all your latest and greatest news here with us, your hosts, Ben and Mark. This is your match preview for Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Tomorrow there will be a watch along at 1:45 PM UK time, so stay tuned for that, guys, and hope you're all going to join us there. But Dad, this is a big game, a massive game. We've now got a run of form where we haven't lost in maybe 5-6 games now, and this is a run that's continued, and it's now starting to build momentum. And we could see that after the game against Ghent the other day. We looked good. We looked good against Brighton and against West Ham, respectively. And then we had Bournemouth, who we beat a few weeks back as well. Dad, tell me, this run of form, can this transcend into a good season for us under Enzo Maresca? Do you think this is something that is going to be a continuation, an ongoing thing? Or do you think there's going to be a point where we are going to slip up? Let me know what you think, Dad.
Well, first and foremost, that's down to the players. They've had a great start to the season, winning 6 games. Last season we look at it, especially against Nottingham Forest, we lost at home, we beat them away. There's a sort of a point to prove here now tomorrow. That this season, there's no slip-ups from us. We're at the peak of our fitness now. I think everything is pointing in the right direction. Like I say, it's only down to the players. The managers, sort of give them all the right training, all the right prep, to go out there and be hungry and win, game after game. And this is what we need to be doing. And, I've said this in previous videos. So, we just need to get out there, be hungry, no lackluster performance, no slipping up. We look at like the goalkeeper, for example, Sanchez. Now, he gives me a bit of the gibberies, when he's in goal. He looks, as if he's sleeping, and he's sort of like, conceding easy goals, and he should be, more alert, saving. So, I think we have to just remember not to get too conceited with ourselves, to stay, 100% positive, and go into the game tomorrow and, just bag a win, whether it's 1 goal, 2, 3, but, the more goals, the better, obviously. We've just got to keep winning. And if we want to get back into Champions League football or have any chance of any silverware this season, then we just got to stay hungry and win every game.
I think the important thing as well is to stay humble. These players need to stay humble, stay hungry, because what will drive them on is to do better. And hopefully Maresca, the manager, is going to give them that. Obviously, we saw it on Thursday, when second half kicked underway against Ghent, and Pedro Neto was straight up the pitch, bang, goal. We had a poor first half, and all of a sudden, I think Enzo Maresca just gave him a kick of the backside and said, "Get on with it." But we need to stay humble and hungry for it, because
absolutely,
if we don't, and we start to get conceited, then we'll end up back in the same position we were a few seasons ago, and we really don't need that. This is a big game, not an easy game either. It's Nottingham Forest, low block defence, Brexit football. It's really, really hard work to play against, because you're not going to get players being able to run it behind all the time. So you're going to need those creative outlets, to to do something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's going to be important, and we'll get into some light-up stuff in a minute. But in terms of actual team news, everyone is fit apart from Reece James. Now, I hate to say this, but Reece James' time is slowly coming to a point where I think, is he actually ever going to be fit enough and stable enough to be part of this squad? Because he gets constant injuries.
Yeah.
And that's a concern. And he's our captain. And do you really need your captain to be injured constantly? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it helps us.
You can't, have injury on top of injury. We've seen this happen all too often before. So I think, he's sort of coming towards his end of his tenure at Chelsea. I can see Reece James either going elsewhere. We need somebody who's consistent, hasn't had too many injuries, and we just need basically players, young, fresh, talented, in our team. And when you've got players that are off injured, out for long periods of time, they come back, they're never the same. Like I say, we just need to keep building our squad, and that's all you can do, is to build your squad, with an array of young players with exceptional talents. And that's the only way.
You've still got to have that
experience.
experience. You've still got to have that experience.
They come in with experience.
Yes, you come in with it. Yeah. But what I'm saying, Dad, right? Okay, there's experience. Then there's leadership. Then there's being able to dig yourself out of moments. You have to show quality. You have to show fight and backbone. And there are players in this squad who are capable of doing it.
Okay, even if he's just going to be a sub,
I'm personally, Reece James got one more chance to stay fit. Once he's back from this injury, he's got one more chance. And if not, then I think we call it quits with Reece, because this can't continue.
The other thing you have to remember is it's just injury. Are they sort of like outside issues, with personal problems?
No, there has never been a personal problem with Reece James in this last instance, right? Let's look at the problem he had. He went down with a hamstring injury in 2021, and that was his first big injury. Then a couple of years later, then he's gone on for a couple of years. He had the same injury a few times after that as well. So then he went for the full surgery to fix it.
Right, so you're telling me, in a nutshell, that, somebody who's injury prone, having injury on top of injury, wouldn't have any sort of personal problems, would not have any type of, frustration.
Oh, of course.
Depression.
But what I'm saying, Dad, is the injuries can't be helping the situation for him, but also it's not helping the club.
No,
it's not helping us
not,
develop.
No.
It's not helping us go forward. He's our captain. He's supposed to be on the pitch, leading the boys, and being injured all the time is not helping him. It's not helping the club. It's actually hindering him and the club. So therefore, we have to look at the problem and say, what can we do? There is not a lot we can do at this point in time, but wait for him to come back and see what it's like afterwards. But we do have players in place for that. But in terms of some team news, obviously, as Reece James is the only one that's actually injured. The rest of the squad's fully fit. Hurrah! First time I've ever said that in 2 years?
There's another one who was always injured, was Ben Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell. Enzo Maresca wants nothing to do with Ben Chilwell. I can understand why. He's not exactly ideal for this system, is he?
No.
But so it is what it is. But guys, in a second we're going to get into our lineup and we're going to give you our thoughts on who we think is going to start tomorrow. And let us know in the comments your thoughts on who's going to start tomorrow. But let's get into it now and we'll give you our individual thoughts. So guys, in terms of our predicted lineup for tomorrow, as you can see in the graphic we've got on screen, I'll put it in during the edit. This is our lineup. So we've got Sanchez in goal, a back four of Marco Correa, Levi Colwill, Wesley Fofana and Malo Gusto. A midfield two of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. On the left, you've got Jadon Sancho, who's been wonderful for the last few games. You've got Cole Palmer on the right, who is absolutely sensational. 4 goals in his last game against Brighton. He is the best player in the world. End of story. Christopher Nkunku in the number 10 position behind the striker, who is Nicholas Jackson. Dad, when we look at this team, pick out the nuts and bolts for me of it. You know, where is our biggest attribute on that pitch? When we look at the likes of players and what they do in the match to perform to help the team perform to the best, where do you look at the pitch and see where the best areas are?
Well, when you come down to attributes is, one person in the team who shines, and everyone knows who I'm going to say, and obviously that is Cole Palmer.
He's cold. He's cold as ice.
4 goals in 1 game, and this man is a bit of a one-man band. For the team, for the club. Yeah, so. As always, we got Palmer on. Jackson, it's a little bit of swings and roundabouts here, sometimes he sort of reminds me of the kneeling man.
What I will say about Jackson, I've got something to go against your thing there, your opinion. Jackson scored 17 goals in all competitions last season.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Right?
He did.
That was his first Premier League season.
Yeah.
Right? So,
when this was a person and you said that this is the new Drogba for our team, and, I had to, momentarily laugh.
In Drogba's first season, he got 15 goals and assists contributions in all over the season in his first one.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson this season has already got 4 goals and 2 or 3 assists.
Okay, yeah,
It tells you, right, Jackson was not in this position at the start of last season. He was not scoring this many goals at the start of last season. This season, he started fast. 2 goals against West Ham and 2 very clinical goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Nicholas Jackson, I'm going to give him another season because he's got talent. Yes, sometimes he doesn't know when to shoot, or sometimes he'll be a little bit too selfish. But I give him time. I want to give him that time to grow.
And this is the problem sometimes, that occurs in the game. And, you have a player and he's hogging that ball for too long. Yeah, where, we seen the other night, there was an opportunity to pass into the box. Well, that wasn't... Or didn't materialise. So obviously he was dispossessed, and the opposition team then had possession of the ball. So I would like there is no I in team, so I'd like to see a little bit more. Especially when we're in an advantageous area like that. Where the ball is passed to the person who is the player who is most probable to score that goal. So yeah, you have to play and in sync as well. So yeah, I think it's a formulation of everything. But on the whole, we are playing a hell of a lot better. We've pulled our socks up. We're sort of quicker off the mark, and we're not conceding as many goals as we did last season. So, I've got to take my hat off to the boys. 6 games in a row.
Can we make it 7?
Yeah, well, can we make it 7? Can we make it 10?
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
But guys, that's our team. Let us know your team in the comment section down below. Let's go back to the screen now and we'll give you our predictions. So, guys, in terms of predictions, Dad, I'm going to hand over to you. Give us your prediction and your first goal scorer.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go with the first goal scorer. It's going to be Jackson. Yeah.
Okay. Despite everything you've just said.
Quite ironic, but you know.
Despite everything you've just said.
Yeah. You know, and sometimes it works that way, but you know, I think Jackson will score the first goal in the first half. I'm not going to predict the minute or anything like that, you know, in the game, but I think the overall score is going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. You know, let's not underestimate Nottingham Forest. You know, they are a dangerous team, as you know they proved last season when they beat us at home. Yeah, so let's not get conceited in any way. You know, let's just go out there. You know, play to our full strength, and you know, get as many balls in the back of the net as we can. That's my prediction.
Okay. In terms of prediction for me for my first goal scorer, I think it's going to be Jadon Sancho, you know. I think Jadon Sancho is going to score. And he'll be my first goal scorer, and I think he'll score in the first half. Full-time score. Based on the fact that Nottingham Forest play a low-block Brexit football. And we had trouble against that last season. I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Nottingham Forest 0. I think personally there's going to be more chances for Chelsea, and I think we're going to see a lot more of the ball. But I do think Nottingham Forest will give us chances, but we can't get conceited with it. So let's just hope that we get the result done. But guys, let us know down in the comment section down below your predictions for tomorrow and your first goal scorer. We'd love to hear from you guys. And if you are new to the channel, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to be notified of when we upload. Share this channel out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. Go and follow us on all our socials. It really does help us out on our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. All links are in the channel description. And guys, we will see you tomorrow at quarter to 2 for our Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest watch along. Take care, guys, and we'll see you then. Bye.